Welcome back to Elder Scrolls Online, everybody. We had just finished up the harbor city here, and now we're going to go ahead and head down further south, which apparently we have a quest to do down that way. So let's see if we can find that quest here on this thing. Alright, there we go. Do I have any other things here I can do? Alchemy station. Actually, I'm kind of curious about that furnishing store over there. Let's go ahead and just check that out real quick. If I can get over that way in any case. Let's see. Should be over here, apparently. Yep, here we go.
I can only deal with Clyde.
Oblivion Stone. Very nice. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and turn down my my sound just a little bit here. It's a little bit loud for me, probably not so much for everybody else. Argonian egg. Okay. That's neat, at least, I guess. Let's go ahead and repair our stuff. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. And then we have this other person here.
You want better stock?
Okay, that's not who I want.
The moment the plague, you could buy.
Okay, yeah, we have some stuff here we could buy if we wanted to. It's actually pretty neat. Buy some flowers and whatnot here, which is kind of an interesting idea. Though for the moment, I think I'll just leave it alone. I do have an apartment over in Deshawn that I made into kind of like a Halloweenish setup. Or at least kind of like a... I used a bunch of stuff from the Halloween event, basically, to make a room. I think I did pretty nice at it. I still have to show it off at some point, but for now I'm going to keep on going through the swamp here, and we're going to go ahead and head off to the south, like I was saying. I think we'll go ahead and follow the road just in case there's another quest along the way here. Which the road, I think, is, yeah, off this way. Which I'm assuming this quest we're heading towards is gonna be another quest point here, in general. Because why wouldn't it be? Also gotta be on the lookout for more of the, got a guar over that way. Any more world bosses or dwells along the way. I think I'm missing one of each, I think? Maybe two of, like, the world bosses, or dwells, I can't remember. Got a crocodile on my tail, but that's okay. Well, I found the mire. Oh, I found a way shrine. That's even better. I found a dwell off this way. Oh, we found another anchor. Very nice. So let's go ahead and just kind of walk around here and try and find everything. We're getting closer and closer to being able to do everything, kind of like dungeon-wise and whatnot here. The group content, in other words. Is this not the way up? Kind of assume so, but guess not. It must be on the other side. Does not appear that there's an anchor going on at the moment. Found it. Ooh, we found another of the, what do you call it? The workstations. We hadn't found one of these ever since we had gone through here. I think like when we first got into Black Marsh we had found one of these, and we haven't found one since. So it's nice to find one. Snake! Oh, there's something over there. Deep graves. I don't know. I've never seen that symbol before. You still don't think so? Clothing station. Let's see. No, I don't have anything on research, so let's go ahead and see if I can get rid of something here. Let's see, let's see. Let's go ahead and go with that, I guess. Ooh, I don't have the space for that. That's no good. Apparently I need to get rid of some stuff, because, yeah, I need to get to a bank, I think. These are actually the same exact thing, so I don't need to pick 2 pairs of those. Yeah, I really don't get any, yeah, I guess I don't need that one. Yeah, I probably should look through these jewelry that I have and take a look. Because that one's simply not as well as the one I have at the moment. I guess I don't really need, like, the little bit of weapon damage off of that. The extra health is probably more important. What? I swear I just heard a voice that said, "Help me." Oh, weird. Okay. That one's not very good. Go ahead and get rid of that. Replace the magic recovery one with this one here. Get rid of that one as well. Don't need that. Don't need 3 of those just by themselves. Beyond that, I don't need too much of this. I don't. Well, get rid of. I swear I cannot find the spot for this hickory shield to actually be deconstructed at. It's just been sitting in my inventory mocking me this entire time. Yeah, I'm hearing somebody's voice here. Just kind of strange, I don't know. Don't need this dagger, apparently. I'll be happy when I get to the point where I can research 2 things at once. Because, like, why can't I... Oh, I'm dumb, that's why. That's why I couldn't deconstruct it earlier. Aye. That's terrible. I had never looked in the spot for, making that workable. I can't believe that. Definitely am hearing something over that way, but at the moment I need to get this mire over here, and also get to that anchor wherever it is now. I want to say it was off in this general direction. Yeah, it is, okay. We found our second anchor. Probably this entire area over here is going to be part of a quest line, I imagine. Oh, there's a chest here. Let's fail our pick locks and see if we can... I swear, I need to get into the Thieves Guild and, like, make that easier for myself, because I'm just no good at these pick locks. Like, I don't think I've opened a single chest without forcing the lock so far. Which is just terrible. Got some kind of quest over this way as well.
Keep your head down. The invaders in percolating mire are indiscriminate in their killing. What? I haven't heard from her in years. Why did she decide to write me after all this time? She and Kinash, my wife, did not get along. But now Kinash is dead. It's comforting to know Rabine still thinks fondly of me.
Jeez.
Rabine didn't forget about me. But I never read the letters she spoke of. If my wife were alive, I'd ask her what became of those letters. Now I think it's better not to speculate. My wife is dead, and that is the past.
Okay.
Thank the three. Someone who looks like they can handle themselves in a fight. My husband's in danger. Please help us. The Dominion invaded. They trapped my husband, Jarit, along with the other villagers. I hid and got out past the guards, but I won't leave without my husband. Those soldiers are terrorizing our people. Kill them. Rescue everyone you can. And please look for Jarit. I don't know what the Dominion's doing here, but they said something about crystals. I'll sneak back in. Meet me near the village center.
All
They
right.
didn't expect to see a Dunmer, so I made sure they didn't. I can be stealthy at need. He was born to slaves in Vardenfell. And yes, he's Argonian, but he's different. Distant. Haunted. Listens to words more than meaning. But he's my husband, and I love him. The Tree Minder lured him here. The Tree Minder says Argonians born away from the hist are damaged, but they can be healed by some sort of ritual to join them with the hist. I don't know. I don't want them to change Jarit. And why does the Dominion want him? All the others? Yes, though I didn't catch all of it. Crystal shackles, buckles. I'm not sure.
Alright, well, it appears the Dominion is also here. Jarat said he's leaving, not leaving me, not exactly. Going to Blackmarsh. He's never been there in his life, but apparently someone named Balzac there can help him. And he told me haltingly that he thinks he's broken. I told him I love him the way he is, that it doesn't matter. He looked at me and asked if it had ever hurt me. I had to nod. Then yes, he said, it does matter. I cried, so did he. We went to bed without saying anything more. We arrived in Perkerlocking Mire today. There was a house ready for us, for Jarit, really. It wasn't a bed for me. I was angry at Jarit for leaving me what we had together. It's taken us years to take my father's slave plantation and turn it into an ethical business. Years to get the community to accept a Dunmer-Argonian marriage. Here is back to square one. A lizard woman called me his friend. Wouldn't use the word wife. I called her a name. I don't think she spoke the language, but she got the point. Later, the Dominions landed here in Shadowfen. I worry about the people here. Demarian villages trained for invasion. Here they're brave, but unarmed. We're in danger. I asked Jalrik to leave, but he says he's making progress. I told him I think he's fine. He snapped at me that I don't get to decide whether he's fine or not. Okay. Well, that gives us a bit of a backstory to what's going on here. Pizza delivery! Okay, there we are. Be free, dude.
I thought I'd never escape.
Hello there, friends. Where are you going? Oh, there you are. Okay, they have something to do with the crystals, I think. So I need to find more of the villagers to rescue. Here's one. Yay, gold.
Free at last.
I was playing Skyrim a little bit ago. Now I'm all messed up with the controls.
My eternal thanks.
Alrighty. Let's see, anybody else around here? I'm seeing a lot of the crystal people, but not a lot of villagers to save here. Is there any up here, I wonder? Nah, this leaves the area, so it's not around here. Okay, apparently those are locked. Oh, there's one. Finally, I found another villager. How are you alive? There we go.
Free at last.
Oh, there's a sky shard here. See if we can get up into that, if we can. Believe we should get a point off this one. Yep, there we go. Actually, I think I... Didn't I have some of these? I can't remember. Lore book. I see another villager. There's also a Sunscale Strand over that way. Whatever that is.
I can't believe it. Free.
Actually, I'm kind of curious what this is over here. Is there a... Okay, no, that's off of the way. Over there. It looks like a villager over there, actually. No, it's not. Okay. I thought it was for a moment there. Dwarven ore, huh. Okay, let's take a look at this. Take that at least. I'm sure there's a villager around here somewhere. Yep, there we go. There we go. You're free.
Jarreed. He's in that hut over there.
Now, I'm curious about these crystal guys, because I didn't kill any of them, but,
Rosemary Dominion. Spread out.
okay, I think they may be like crystal sacrifices. Like what we've seen before. Probably trapping their souls or something like that.
I can't believe it. Free.
Okay, so I could have freed them off of that, too. Didn't have to find the exact residence there. Hello there. Oh, they're burning me a bit. Let me go ahead and pull off my ultimate here. Burn you a little bit back. I think I hit block that, I'm not quite sure. I accidentally let go of the block button a little bit early. And bam.
Get fine down.
You, doing alright there? Don't need a dwarven sword, to be honest.
I'll never forget him.
Did he die?
I'm trying to grieve. Bother me later. Bring a bottle.
It's so hard to say goodbye to a friend.
No, he's alive. Must be somebody else then.
What did they do to him? What's wrong with my husband? Jarit won't talk to me. He ran up and hugged me, but he won't speak to me. At least we're both alive. We're together again, thanks to you. Ever since you rescued him, Jarit won't talk. Look in his eyes. It's like he's not there at all. I had harsh words with the tree minder. She won't talk to me now. Would you ask her for help? Her hut's just up this path. She doesn't trust me, and after our recent clash, I doubt she'll want me to stay. But I'll do whatever she says it takes to heal Jarit. I wish we'd never come here, but Jarit insisted we'd find a way to fit in.
Alrighty. It is very, very rare for one of our people to be born away from the hist. We are in a very real way part of the hist. To be born away from it is to be born without something essential. For most of my life and service as a healer, this has remained a theoretical issue. That's until Jarit. Though born in slavery, he's done well since the Pact and our emancipation, even married to Dunmore, the daughter of the Narcissus family who owns his parents. While I view such a union with personal distaste, it speaks well of his ability to interact in society despite his obvious disadvantage. Make no mistake, in Argonian society, he is disadvantaged. He's unable to read social cues, the subtle movements of muscle and tail that most of us take for granted. We occasionally have difficulty reading the motions of other races. Jarit has that problem even with fellow Argonians. Listens to spoken words and is insensitive to their tone. Surely being born away from the hist has deprived him of emotional intuition. He brought his elven wife with him to pre-colonial mire. She's not welcomed by all, though she draws him out socially, which has been invaluable in trying to learn about how he thinks. Prow's proximity to the thriving history will help Jarit gain the intuition the rest of us take for granted.
Welcome. Today, you've protected those who cannot protect themselves. Like many born away from the hist, Jarit is withdrawn, but never entirely silent. She thinks I blame her, but Fain Vildan has done nothing to harm him or this village. No, it's Jarit they wanted, and together we can find him. The Dominion clearly targeted Jarit. As his spirit reunited with the hist, it was open to suggestion. Weak, and now it's lost. I need freshly picked Lanciata foliota to track his spirit. It grows within our mushroom cave. Just that. Know that once you touch the Lanciata foliota, it will only work on you. Bring it here, and I'll guide you to a place Jarit's spirit could be. Be careful of the caves, Wamasu. They're a necessary but dangerous part of our cultivation.
Alright. Looks like we're heading off this direction. Okay, that's mine here, looks like. Something's in here that doesn't want us here, I think. Hello there. Aye, aye. These guys can hit, I have to say. Get my shield up. There we go. Certainly making our progress here. Okay, that was a bit more than I expected there, to be honest. Another one right up our path here. Okay. Okay, about to do the dodge, or that attack anyways. Okay, I think I got most of the cues for this guy. Oh, I'm still being hit. Alright. Hopefully we're getting pretty close here at this point. Got another one up this way. What are these? Oh, I thought there were eggs or something like that I could pick up. Okay, one more of these guys. Let's do it. Oh, I thought I was about to do its, Now it's doing something. Now it's doing its charge, okay. We got it! Now let's get out of here very quickly so they don't respawn on me. Because I have zero interest in fighting these guys again.
Everything's ready for the blessing. All I need is the Lanciata Foliota, and then we can start. Good. The Lanciata Foliota will put you in a dreamlike state. You will feel as if you're Jarit himself, and you will know what his spirit needs to reunite with his body. Follow your instincts. You'll be able to reach Jarit's spirit wherever it wanders. Close your eyes, chew carefully. Concentrate on Jarit, and the hist will guide you to him.
Alright.
Seek Jarit's memories. Say what should have been said.
I am Jarit now. I've become an argonian. My nightmares have come true. What are you?
Jarit, I heard you talking to Treeminder Folzok. You're not going to Percolating Mire, are you? Different isn't wrong. I love you the way you are. Do you mean it? I can come with you? I know it won't be easy for us. Jarit, we're stronger together than apart.
Memories
All
are
right.
tangled. This weakens our roots.
Yeah, I wasn't lucky enough to get away from that. Let's see if he'll fight or not. Yeah, they went away, okay.
Jarit, I've seen you talking to my daughter without bowing your head. Never do that again. Is that how you address your master? You're a slave. If you look at Fane again, I'll put your eyes out. Do you understand? Why, you scally little piece of... You'll suffer for this.
You've untangled memories. The hist blesses you.
Let's see if we can sneak past here or not.
We should have sent you to Black Marsh. You weren't meant to be a slave. Jarit, my son. Sithis blessed us with a clutch of eggs. Master offered to send them back to Black Marsh, but we chose to keep you. All with us. If we had listened to him, none of you would have been born slaves. Can you forgive me? Then I will die knowing whatever my mistakes, and they were many, I will be at peace with my son. Thank you. Come. Meet me beneath the hist tree.
Alright, where's the history? Okay, right ahead, it seems. That's some pretty looking flowers.
Pain opens the door to corruption, separating body and spirit. Healing cannot be complete while the corruptor lurks nearby. I am part of the hist, a part you can perceive and help. Carathel of the Dominion steals my memories and weakens my fibers, using Jarit's fragile new connection to reach me. Stop Carathel. He enters the hist through Jarit's mind to take my memories. Carathel's treachery will kill me, and my children will suffer. I will send you down to the hist roots. Kill Carathel and save Jarit.
All right.
Destroy the intruder. Destroy the intruder.
Okay, this guy doesn't have a lot of health, actually. Got some, The only bad thing about the medium armor is I don't know how many pairs of things I already have there. And finished.
You've been asleep a long time. Jarit has asked about you, several times in fact. What happened? There's more to it, isn't there? The Dominion used crystals on our people, pulling at them from inside their heads, they said. Some don't remember it at all. Why? Ah, that clears it up. Jarit has developed a strong connection to the hist through this experience. Something he lacked since his birth. He must become a healer. Please convince him of his destiny.
Alright, let's go talk to Jarit then.
Jarit can't seem to decide whether to come home or not. Could you talk to him?
I'm glad to see you awake. Yes, my thanks. Now that I can hear the hist, Tree Minder Falsak wants to teach me to be a healer. Fane wants us to return to Narcissus. I don't know what to do. I want Fane by my side wherever we live. Clearly she's not happy in the mire, and I wasn't happy in Narcissus. You've traveled. I trust you. What would you do? Life won't be easy for me as a former slave. Even with Fane's help, the best I could hope for is work as a laborer. But her family's there, and she misses them. I value her happiness. She wouldn't leave, and she'd be unhappy. But once my training's complete, we could move elsewhere. Maybe a city like Stormhold would suit both of us.
Actually, that sounds like a pretty good idea. I originally was going to go with, going with her idea of leaving, but, if he could do this and actually leave afterwards, then this would actually work out pretty well. She'd be unhappy for a little bit, but, you know, if he could potentially get a better deal out of this, in the long run, then I think he probably should become a leader.
I've always wanted to be a healer. Fane and I can go anywhere once my training is complete. Thank you for helping me decide.
Why would they give me another pair of gauntlets? It's kind of,
If Jarit's happy, I'll make the best of it.
Okay, she sounds like she's doing pretty well with it.
Since merging with the hist, I feel so alive. I've made the right choice.
Okay. Looks like another quest has opened up around here somewhere. Kind of curious about what this spot over here is, because it's the only spot further south, it looks like. There might be something further out east here, because I see a lot of open space, but overall it looks like most of what's left over here is southwest and west, basically.
Why hasn't he come home? Where can he be? My son, Wedinvo. The accursed Dominion Dryskins dragged several young ones out of the village. A few came back, but not my son. You helped our village. Please, can you look for him? The Dominion must have set up camps nearby.
Okay. First, though, I want to travel east and south here. Because I'm pretty sure there's probably something out this way. There's a huge area of land. Well, not huge, but there's an area of land that's completely not marked with anything at all, so I have to assume there's something out here. And then there's that spot to the south, which I don't know if that has anything at it at the moment or not. Really? Nothing out this way, huh? That's actually kind of strange. Huh. That's very curious. Would have expected like another Dwelve or an Anchor out this way, perhaps. Here's somebody that had a bad time, apparently. Another chest I can fail at, sure. Crocodile, why not? Take my gold, thank you. Sup? Nothing I need there. Ah, that's no good. No, that's not particularly good, to be honest. You see shackle marks on the Argonian's neck and wrist. A broken link of gold chain is embedded on the scales. I don't know, I'm gonna have to kill people until I find one? No. That healing's not gonna work for you. Oh, we found it already. Guess we could just move right along then.
Have you found my son? Others return from the bog, but not with Dimvo. Our former master gave him this necklace. My son wore it to remind himself that not every dark elf is cruel. At least with Dimvo, return to the hist a free Argonian. Thank you for finding him.
Yeah, that was a bit unfortunate, yeah. I am curious of the spot down south here. It may be a spot I'm supposed to go to later on for a quest, though. I guess we'll see. And suddenly there's a quest here.
Careful, traveler. Nasty pirates ahead. You're not with the Renridra pirates, are you? No, you don't have their stink. I could use some help, and I swear by the sap of my hist that it won't do your purse any harm. The Renridra are stab first, talk later types. You're something else. What a pity. If you were a pirate, you'd know how to get what Barvin and I came here for. Believe it or not, Barvin and I are researching Argonian ruins, and the pirates are in our way. I'm sure they have plenty of loot, but that's not what we're after. If you're interested, ask Barvin to fill you in. He's watching the lower road. Barvin is near the log bridge to the pirate camp. He's been watching them, waiting for our chance to get those relics. I would if I could. The relics here date from before my people stopped building Zanmirs and started living in mud huts. We know they're an important link to my people's past.
Okay. Well, I guess the other quest disappeared once I got that one. Poniguar!
Those pirates are digging and drinking. We can take advantage of that. About time he found someone to help. I'm glad you're here. We've traveled all over Black Marsh searching for ancient Argonian relics. We finally get a solid lead, only to find pirates ahead of us with a treasure map. Maybe not. This map is a stone puzzle in 3 pieces. When you find one piece, it finds the next. The pirates don't know what they've got, but my partner looks under rocks does. Get those pieces to us at the Zanmir, and we're in, and you will get a cut. I don't know as much as looks under rocks, but just look at these ruins. Zanmirs, the Argonians call them. The lizard's ruins go way back, and this one's old, real old. Anything from that time must be valuable. I mean, significant.
Hello, friends. No puzzle piece this time. I'm sure we'll get lucky enough here, though. The more, the better. we found it. Okay.
Follow me.
Did you see that one go? It is most
Oh, we got it.
Follow me.
Yeah, we found it. Alright, we'll follow.
burn. Light it.
I guess they got their attention. Okay.
Follow me.
Following along. Oh, we found it.
Excellent. You found all 3 puzzle stones and learned how to use them. Barvin and I slipped past the pirates while you fought your way through the camp. The hist led us here. Maybe the stones sought me out because I know how to use them. Give them to me. I can make them work. I know it. The relics must be nearby. Just as I thought. Combined, the stones become a single object, a hist key. Barvin found what looks like an entrance into the ruins below, but it's magically sealed. I think this will open the door. Ancient relics, but know this. The creations of my ancestors are not toys. Many possess aspects of the hist that were dangerous even then. I thank you for what you've done so far, but the danger isn't over. We must proceed carefully. Take the hist key to Barvin at the entrance to the ruins. He's there now, trying to open the door, but he can't do it without the hist key. But that's probably a good thing. The artifacts below are dangerous. I need to review my notes and see if I can figure out what we're dealing with. Tell Barvin to wait, or we may walk into some serious trouble.
Alright, so this guy's probably not going to listen at all. There goes an anchor over there. I'm pretty sure that's the... Yeah, it's the leaf water one.
Curse it, why can't I pry this open? I think so, but it's magically sealed. My tools are useless. Whatever's in there must be really valuable. Must be significant. This looks familiar. Lux drew something in one of his journals like this. What is it? Of course! I remember some of that old lizard's notes. This key won't just let us inside the Zanmir. Once we're inside, it'll protect us from the traps and the Zanmir's guardians. We can't wait any longer. I'll wait inside. I won't stick around to be captured by the Renridro. If you're smart, you'll follow me. Lux can catch up to us. Can't wait any longer! I'm going in!
Wait, don't go in. Stop. Wait! Stop! There's great danger! My notes. That key. I figured out what's buried under the Zanmir, and it must stay buried. Barvin went in? We have to warn him. Oh no. We need to leave them sealed in the Zanmir for all our sakes. We have to stop Barvin before he gets to the fangs of Sithis. A blight upon the land. In the hands of my ancestors, the fangs could be used to destroy whole villages. They turned crops to ash and created undead horrors out of my people's enemies. But that's not the worst of it. It is said that wielding the fangs gives you to Sithis, which casts all you are and all you could be into a great void. You see, the fangs consume the bearer's soul. They bestow you with great power, but strip away all that makes you a person. Beat him to the fangs, but it won't be easy. The ruins are full of traps and guardians, and Barvin has a tremendous advantage. The hist key will let him bypass most of these dangers. I'm afraid I can't go with you. I'm not strong enough. Perhaps. My ancestors created the traps so that their descendants could bypass them. If you encounter a trap, the solution should be somewhere nearby. There's no protection from the Guardians beyond the hist key, unfortunately.
Okay. It is, in fact, a disadvantage. According to the little description here, apparently this was more of like a test chamber to Sithis. Sounding better and better already. Wow, this is taking a bit to, oh, there we go. Let's see, any trap.
It calls to me.
Ooh. I'll take that honey. Yeah, I assume fire is the correct answer here. I appear to be just kind of dying here, constantly. Yeah, that's, not really what I wanted. I could have sworn fire was the answer to that. kind of stuck, apparently. Is it nature's balm? Like, obviously it wasn't fire. Okay, apparently nature's balm was the correct answer. Okay. Well, originally I thought the fire was the answer because the Argonian specifically said the answer would be nearby the trap, and so I was seeing fire near it. But obviously that was incorrect. I kind of put a little bit more complexity into the trap than I thought it was going to be. What the heck? Okay, maybe it's fire then? Okay, yeah, it was fire. So, what the heck? It's a pretty massive frost atronach here. Yeah, okay. So this one must be coolness then. If fire was the answer to the last one. Yep, apparently it was. Okay. Ouchie. Yeah, that should be all of it, I think.
No, please. He lied. You want the fact.
Looks like this guy couldn't take it. Oh, I didn't have to kill him.
Crawled into my mind. What have I done? I can't stop it from gnawing my thoughts. Help me! What are you going to do? It's gnawing at my mind. If I give it to you, I'll go mad. I'll die. It will burrow into your mind, the way it did mine. I only have one fang, and look what it's done to me. Look what it's done. I can't live this way. Kill me. I beg you, kill me now. You don't get it. If you take the fang, I'll still be its thrall. It's stronger than me. It will make me do things. Awful things. Please have mercy. Take the fang, but kill me, quickly.
Alright.
It's gone. I'm free.
Why do you only have one fang, though? That's kind of the question there.
Find Barvin? And the fangs. Did you get the fangs of Sithis? Give me the fang. I've got a special coffer that will deaden its spell. What happened to Barvin need not happen to anyone else. Poor bastard. I'll miss him. And he only had one fang of Sithis? There should have been two. Pirates must have gotten into the ruins. This door to the Zanmir isn't sealed. I'll wager the commotion I heard from the pirate ship involves the missing fang. I heard pirates beg Captain Arevi for mercy, then screams. That's the other fang's influence at work. I'll take the first fang of Sithis to our secondary camp not far from here. Get the other fang away from the pirates and meet me there.
Okay. Pretty sure I could jump up on this. Yeah. There we go. Oh, there, friends. Where are you going? Always trying to run away, even though I have this poison that's supposed to make them hard to run away. Hello there, friends. Oh, there was another one of you guys. Okay. Article 1. All treasure taken from a captured vessel, town, or enemy hold shall be immediately divided into two parts. The first part is entered into the ship's purse for repairs, resupply, and operating costs. The second shall be divided amongst the crew as defined in Article 2. On recommendation of the first mate and Buzzon, the captain may choose to reserve more than this in dire need. Article 2. Shares are assigned as follows. Inactive crew, wounded, sick, or otherwise, half share. Active crew, 1 share. Raid leaders, 2 shares. Raid commanders, 4 shares. Buzzon, 4 shares. First mate, 6 shares. Captain, 8 shares. Article 3. Bonus shares, healers, sorcerers, and other specialists are awarded a bonus share in addition to all rank shares. Those wounded in the line of duty are also awarded 1 bonus share. Captain may award up to 2 bonus shares to a crewman for heroic or valiant service. Article 4. Any crewman found withholding shares or refusing action shall be marooned on a sandbar or like island for with 3 days' rations. Any crewman who assaults or injures another in order to avoid discovery of such offense will be marooned without rations and without benefit of island, but with attached chains and weights. Okay, they actually have a pretty good setup there, all things considered. Well, judging by all the fires, they had a pretty good party in here.
Madness! You need this ship! You need us!
Need? Oh, this one needs nothing but... My sister, where is she? No matter. Sithis will bring us together in time.
What is even going on? And down. Let's get out of here. Oh, they're off this way, okay. Nope. Not interested in any more fights. Come on now. Run, Froggy! Jeez, really? Okay.
You survived. Truly the hist guides you. But did you succeed? I thank you, as should all Argonians. It would have been better had the fangs been left buried, but now they've been unearthed, we must keep them safe. So far, you're the only person unaffected by them. I'm not sure. It worries me, but not as much as the fangs in the wrong hands. Here, take the first fang while I consider what we should do with them.
Stop. Don't move, or I'll strike you down.
Whoa. That's a lot of shadow scales that just showed up.
Stop. You have no idea what you're doing. Those relics are the property of the Night Mother. We felt their emanations the moment you removed them from their resting places, thief. Give them to me. We'll pay the price. Sharava of the Shadow Scales. The fangs of Sithis must not fall into the hands of the ignorant. Hand them over, or face the Night Mother's wrath. The fangs were gifts from the Dark Husband to the Night Mother. Sithis gave them to her, and we model our weapons after them. If these are truly the original fangs, they are both great and terrible artifacts. And they belong to the Shadow Scales. You don't know, and yet you recovered the fangs? The Night Mother is the bride of Sithis, audience to the Black Sacrament. She holds the power of life and death. Do not defy us, for we act on her behalf. The fangs are powerful relics from another age that would overwhelm your soul. I'm surprised they haven't already. They are only safe in our hands. And if that's not a good enough reason, we'll kill you if you keep them. Decide now.
That's a lot of people to fight.
The Shadow Scales want the fangs of Sithis. There are so many of them, but they're dangerous. The fangs in the hands of assassins? I can't imagine anything worse. I don't know. But even if they can, then what? The Shadow Scales undergo rigorous mental, physical, and spiritual training from an early age. Maybe they could hold the fangs safely, but wouldn't that make them too powerful?
Alright.
Do not cross the Shadow Scales. We have a long reach, and even longer memories. The fangs are our birthright. They are dangerous, yes, but the Night Mother will shield us from the worst of their influence. And if they overwhelm me, the other Shadow Scales won't hesitate to send me back to the hist.
You ready, buddy?
The Shadow Scales want... I don't know. Alright. It's likely we'll both die here, but you've accomplished miracles already. Perhaps fending off a band of Shadow Scales isn't beyond your power. Give me the fangs.
Whoa! And suddenly Sithis is here.
Lesser being, there is a void within you. I find it intriguing. To try to put a name on me is to try and hold chaos in your hand, mortal. If it helps you stay sane, think of me as a minuscule piece of Sithis. A jot of intellect and will contained within this shadowed form. Politeness without obsequiousness. A welcome change. You would make a good shadow scale. Mortal, you have done enough for me. The fangs have lain dormant too long. They should be in the world again. Why? They are already champions of the Night Mother. No, leave them their own tools. You awoke the fangs. You may wield one while I keep the other. Your friend holds my gift. Take it and use it as you will. I will see you again sometime, mortal.
Wow. For him, Docs. I hear they never would have held without you. I can't believe we survived that. You made the right choice, I think. Anything else would have been disaster. I don't know what you're planning, but I need a good long rest. I'll head over to hatching pools in a few days. You have a new weapon to try out, I think. I wish you luck and long life.
And we've completed that, I believe.
My mind reels with what we've accomplished here. I can't wait to get back to hatching pools and spread the tales of your exploits. Thank you.
Alrighty. Well, at this point, I think we've gotten everything in this area. Looks like we have... Hang on, let me count these up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 12. So there's probably one left in the west somewhere here. I've also gotten 2 anchors so far. The other one's probably in the west somewhere here. Probably southwest, I would imagine. World bosses, let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. So yeah, everything should be probably where we're heading here. So yeah, basically we're going to be heading west for sure here. But we'll go ahead and do that next time. And I will see you guys in the next video.